Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here with an early concordance. And it's kind of like a Strong's Concordance. This is from 1606. And it was for the Geneva Bible. Now, of course, I got this really inexpensive because it doesn't have a cover or anything. The binding's still pretty good in there. I'm trying to keep it good. But one thing this does is it's a two-part concordance. I'm going to read to you what it says. Now, the first concordances were done by the Dominicans back in the 1200s for the Latin Vulgate. And it was even before there were verse divisions by Robert Stephanus. But you can kind of see a woodcut on the back there. And it was for the Vulgate, and they would just take the chapter divisions. Stephen Langdon had done the chapter divisions around in the 1200s and somewhere in that neighborhood. And so then they would just divide every chapter into almost 7 co-equal parts and say A, B, C, D, E, F, and put where that was. But so this is one of the first concordances that came out with the verse divisions in there, 1606. But then also it says the first, okay, let me just read this to you. To write profitable and fruitful concordances are large and ample tables, alphabetical. Now, this is all in Roman type. Remember, the Geneva Bible was meant to be carried. It's not liturgical. It was not in churches, chained to pulpits. It wasn't pulpit Bibles. It was for the common people. It was for everybody. It was a Bible of Shakespeare, Bible of a lot of the Mayflower. It was very similar to the King James Version of the Bible. So it's the first containing the interpretation of the Hebrew, Chaldean, Greek, and Latin words and names federally dispersed throughout the whole Bible and their common places following every one of them, and the second comprehending all such other principal words and matters as concern sense and meaning of the scriptures or direct under any necessary and good introduction. The further contents and use of both which tables for brevity's sake is expressed more at large in the preface to the reader. And so this is collected by R.F.H., imprinted at London by Robert Barker, printer to the King's Most Excellent Majesty. He later died in bankruptcy. So this is Royal Majesty Printers finish. Behold how I have not labored to myself only, but for all them who seek wisdom and knowledge. Ecclesiasticus 14:39, it says, if I saw there, or 24:39. So anyhow, this is a concordance. It's a Hebrew and Greek concordance. I'm going to see if I can open this without damaging it too much. I try not to open it much. Hebrew and Greek, Latin, Chaldee, and then also just finding words. And it'll say second table up at the front. So kind of cool. So they were trying to come up with concordances many, many years ago. This is not a modern invention, so to speak. So God bless. Geneva Bible Concordance. Talk with you later.